Cyclone Charlotte is at the moment a weakening cyclone off the coast of Western Australia. Still a Category 1 on the Saffir-Simpson scale, and the Bureau of Meteorology have it as a Category 2 on the Australian scale right now at 20.3 south, 107.7 degrees east. As of 9 PM Jakarta, 10 PM Perth, March 23rd, this is where it is right now. Pressure of 985 millibars, moving south-southwest at 8 miles per hour. It's not a foregone conclusion with this storm because it could affect the western coast of Australia and get close to a landfall in its later days, but here it is right now with a rather small wind field, and of course it is weakening at the present time as it sinks below that 20 degrees south mark. Currently 684 kilometers from Exmouth, 671 from Ningaloo, 790 from Carnarvon, 1168 from Geraldton, and 1529 from Perth. We'll see the track of the storm in a moment and we'll see how crazy that is, but you can see where it is in its geographical position right now, quite a bit offshore. The tropical storm force winds are nowhere near land, but some rainfall could be occurring along the coastline, probably light amounts at the moment. Well, here's now what we're expecting based on the latest model guidance, but this could change markedly over the next few days. It will drift towards the south there and then stall and do some loops off the western coast of Australia near Geraldton, as you can see. Wind field expanding as it turns post-tropical, and a lot of this may be as a post-tropical cyclone due to the cooler sea surface temperatures, but it could retain some tropicality as temperatures are decent just along the coastline, but of course further out to sea it's much cooler. Well, here it is right now. The Bureau of Meteorology have it weaker than the JTWC. We're running with 75 miles per hour. Bureau of Meteorology is around 65 in miles per hour at least. And you can see the Bureau of Meteorology map there calling for it to turn post-tropical rather soon, actually. Right, so a problem here with the models. This is an old run, so it's much different to this now, but it will turn post-tropical, and the latest from the GFS is that it will be hugging the coast of Western Australia and retain tropical storm force winds for a good while. Of course, this scenario depicted here is still possible, but that's trended less likely. Certainly the GFS is looking towards the storm grazing the coast of Australia with tropical storm force winds. Even in this scenario, it will be blustery for the Perth region. In terms of rainfall, this will also be a bit different too, but we're certainly looking at modest amounts of rain for the western coast of Australia, all the way down I would imagine, and the latest indication is showing that some areas could get up to 50 to 100 millimeters rather than what's depicted on this old run, which is only showing around 25 millimeters. So that's something to note from a rainfall perspective. Still, there shouldn't be huge amounts, but of course 100 millimeters for the unprepared could cause some flash flooding concerns. Sea surface temperatures won't have changed much since these old runs. This is actually current, so that's interesting. Showing there that the sea surface temperatures are decent along the coast, 77 degrees there, that's 25 Celsius, but out to sea there where the storm will be tracking down to 22, then down to 21. So very cool sea surface temperatures, which will hasten that post-tropical transition. Here's the latest satellite imagery. You can see the storm's progression right now. It's not looking particularly photogenic. You just saw the last visibles dropping away there. The water vapor imagery showing that structure as well. Looks like it's being blasted away by wind shear, and dry air not helping as well. Huge amounts of dry air in the storm's vicinity. And looking at the enhanced infrared as well, just showing what's occurring over land there. A little bit of cloud cover, but none of the main convection is anywhere near. And looking at the rain rates, it's not much of that cloud cover is likely to be producing rain at the moment, but things could change as this storm progresses.